guys, welcome back to Curious Minds. In this video, I'll be talking about why Pluto was dethroned as a planet and the history behind it. Now for the video. Now, textbooks had to be rewritten. Members of public were outraged. Our understanding of the solar system itself was forever changed on August 24, 2006 when researchers at the IAU, which is International Astronomical Union, voted to reclassify Pluto, changing its status from planet to a dwarf planet, a reclassification that was largely seen as a demotion and continues to have reverberations even to this day. Now, several years later, many still don't quite understand all the fuss nor why Pluto was knocked out from its planetary position. But the solar system's transformation from 9 planets to 8 was a long time in making, helps and encapsulate one of the greatest strengths of science, the ability to alter seemingly set forth definitions in light of no evidence. Now, what is a planet anyway? The word planet stretches back to antiquity, deriving from the Greek word planets, which means wandering star. The five classic planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, are visible to the naked eye and can be seen shifting in strange pathways across the skies compared with the most distant background stars. After advancement of telescopes, astronomers discovered two new planets, Uranus and Neptune, which are too faint to spot in the naked eye. But after they discovered Uranus, they discovered Neptune through mathematical calculation as there was slight drift in between the Uranus orbit. Now, Pluto was found and classified as a planet in 1930 when astronomer Clyde Tombaugh of Lowell Observatory compared photographic plates of sky on separate nights and noticed a tiny dot and drifted back forth and against backdrop of stars right away. The solar system's newest candidate was considered as an oddball. Its orbit is so eccentric or so far from circular that it actually gets closer to the sun than Neptune for 20 of its 248 years long trip. In 1992, scientists discovered the first ever Kuiper-belt object, 1992 QB1, a tiny body orbiting around Pluto's vicinity. Many more such objects were soon uncovered, revealing a belt of small frozen worlds similar to asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. We made a separate video on differences between comets, asteroids, and meteorites, which is very easy to understand. Do check it out. Now, coming back to the video. Now, Pluto remained the king of this region, but in July 2005, astronomers found the distant body Eris, which was first thought to be even larger than Pluto. Researchers had to ask themselves these questions. If Pluto was planet, then did that mean Eris was one as well? What about all those other icy objects out well in the Kuiper belt? Where exactly was the cut-off line for classifying a body as a planet? A word that had seemed straightforward and simply was suddenly shown to be oddly slippery. Intense debate followed with many new proposals for definition of planet being offered. Every time we think of as something reaching a consensus, somebody says something had to be shown very clear or that we are not. Brian Madsen, a member of the IAU Executive Committee in charge of coming up with a new meaning of word planet, told to space.com in 2005. Now, a year later, astronomers were no closer to resolution and Dialmia hung like a dark cloud over the IAU General Assembly meeting Prague in 2006. At the conference, researchers endured 8 days of continuous arguments with 4 different proposals being offered. One controversial suggestion would have been brought up the total number of planets in the solar system up to 12, including Ceres, the largest asteroid, and Pluto's moon, Charon. Now, the suggestion was a complete mess. Astronomer Mike Brown of Clades Eris discovered told space.com. Near the end of Prague conference, the 424 astronomers who remained voted to create 3 new categories for objects in the solar system. From then on, only the words Mercury through Neptune would be considered planets. Pluto, its kin, round objects that share neighborhood of their orbit with other entities, henceforth were called dwarf planets. All objects orbiting the Sun would be known as small solar system bodies. Now, the drama continues again. A continent of professionals did not take their decision lightly. I am embarrassed for astronomy. Alan Stern, a leader of NASA's New Horizon mission, which flew past Pluto in 2015, told the space.com, adding that less than 5% of the world's 10,000 astronomers participated in the vote. Yes, less than 10,000 astronomers in the world participated in that vote. Such views are shared by many in the public. In 2014, experts at the Harvard and Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, or CFA, in Cambridge, Massachusetts, debates different definitions of a planet. Science historian Owen Greenridge, who chaired the IAU's Planet Definition Committee, asserted that the planet is a culturally defined world that changes over time. But the audience watching the CFA debate overwhelmingly choose a different participants' definition, one that have brought Pluto back into the planetary fold. Alternative classification schemes continue to pop up. A 2017 proposal as a planet as a round object in space that is smaller than a star. This would make Pluto a planet once again, but it would do same to Earth's moon as well as many other moons in the solar system, bringing the total number of officially recognized planets up to 110. A year later, Stern, along with the planetary scientist David Griswold, wrote an opinion article in the Washington Post arguing that IAU's definitions was hastily drawn and flaved and astronomers should reconsider their ideas. But such players have fallen on deaf ears so far. It seems unlikely that IAU will revisit the controversy anytime soon. Astrophysicist Ethan Siegel responded to Stern and Gibson in Forbes by writing, the simple fact is that Pluto was misclassified, and when it was first discovered, it was never on the same footing as other 8 worlds. Mike Brown also chimed in, so, hey, Pluto is not a planet. Actually, never was. We just misunderstood it for 50 years. Now we know better. Nostalgia for that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Hope you like this video. If you hit the like button, then only I can see that you like this video. And if you want more videos, don't forget to subscribe to Curious Minds. Until a good video, this is me, Curious Minds, signing off. Bye. And if you have any suggestions for any topics which you want me to speak, comment in the comment box. This is me, Curious Minds, signing off. Bye.